Good old time. This is the prime time show, and Sarah, lots of new and safer items. New today, you just revealed this.
Whole concept, right? Something really incredible in the world of die cutting at the moment is this notion of paper piecing. So it's about taking a die cut element and then piecing in all of the little bits to give you this sort of element.
Okay.
Now, I love that idea. I also love the cheat idea. So I love the idea of taking those same types of dies and this time die cutting them over but putting a bit of colour behind. We call them engraving dies because they are a completely different look and feel to other sorts of dies that you would work with. They are made to be coloured.
Okay.
They are made to be put onto things like vellum and coloured behind. They are made for you to do all of that really clever paper piecing. Look at this one with the little bird. You've got them paper pieced elements into the wings. It just brings it to life. It's unlike anything we have ever done before as a business. Now, I must tell you, we've got 3 options of sets to choose from, right? So if I start at this side, the blue tit comes with the butterfly. So that beautiful blue tit that I was just working with, that one way you can do all of this lovely piecing on it. Can you see that is in the same set as the butterfly? Now, I will warn you, this is the one that was most popular today. So if you were like me and you love butterflies, this is the set that will be I mean, these are just absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, only 1,000 available if you would like to order that one.
Right, so that's your blue tit and your butterfly. Then the other 2 options are over at your side of the table.
Okay.
And you know, I find it really difficult to choose a favourite here because it's the technique that I love, okay? So with this one, you're going to get that beautiful Ditsy bloom. So it's a little bit like it's got a little bit of an Asian feel to this, hasn't it? A little cherry blossomy going on, right? So you've got your cherry blossomy one, which is, again, is going to look gorgeous this time.
Oh, that's nice.
Onto, so we die cut it into some pearlescent cardstock, right? And then you're just going to colour behind onto here. Okay. So you've got that one, and also in that collection is that fabulous rose. Now remember, I'm going to show you how to paper piece the rose, but you can also do it onto like a vellum. How incredible is this one? Onto vellum, and then colour the vellum. I'll teach you how to do this hour, I promise. We've got 8 minutes left. I'm going to teach you loads of techniques with these because they're very technique-based. Okay. Last set, I'd love you to get all of them. I really would, because you will love the intricacy and the calming, the mindfulness associated with this type of craft. This beautiful heart, right? So the heart, look at the heart when you do it with glitter card. Oh, wow. And do you know what? I know you've all got loads of our glitter card. I know you love that glitter. What a different way to use it. Yes. So there's the glitter card, paper pieced with the beautiful heart. The heart comes in the same set. Can you see that floral spray that you've got down there? Yeah, I see it. It is the most gorgeous floral spray. That is screaming out to be coloured. Not only regular colouring, but blending with your Spectrum Noir pens. Look at that sample just straight in front of you there with the black outline and then the colour and how it pops. It's very, very different to anything else we've done before. So just so you know, it's floral, flourish, or flutterby. Okay, so floral, flutter... Keep it easy. Easy for you to say. Yeah, floral, flutterby, or flourish. $22.95. Last opportunity today to be able to order it. Free shipping and handling if you bought anything else. $5 to fill your entire cart, and it begins. Right, so what I've done is I've actually taken... We've got a whole pack of these sheets, by the way. So if you want to just make life easy, can you see they are... we call them like peel-offs. So you peel off the back, but they haven't been die cut yet. So you're going to take this, you're going to send it through your die cutting machine, and again, these don't have to be used with the Gemini. You can use it with any brand of die cutting machine that's out there. Anything that they will fit through, right? So you're going to cut this out, and then basically you're going to peel it away, and then we're going to paper piece the individual elements. So I'm just going to pop that Gemini down there because we're kind of limited for space on here, Adam, right? So can you see this has done all of the die cutting for you, right? Pop that out, and then once we lift that off, all of these pieces are going to fall out. I want you to keep all of these pieces for when you're doing another project and you want the black in the middle, right? Then, and you'll have longer nails than me, can you see you're going to peel that off? Oh, yeah. So you're going to peel that off, but you're also going to peel all these little pieces out the middle and stick it on. Do you know, I've got one here. Perfect. I've got one here where I've peeled all the little pieces out the middle. So you're going to peel that off, and we're going to put that onto Come on, Sarah, get it perfect. We're only live on TV and you've only got like a couple of minutes. No pressure here, right? So there's my one that I've peeled off and put on together. Yeah, that was more good luck than good management, let's just say, right? Now, here's what I've done. This is really clever. I've die cut it, but I sent this through. I put a piece of white card behind as well, just so that it held everything in place. And I did one with the red, and then I also did one with the blue for the leaves.
Love it.
So watch what we do, right? A little bit of glue into here, and then I'm literally going to lift this piece up and then piece it into place.
And guys, remember, when you're gluing, doing anything, get the glass mat. Protect your surfaces. It's your workstation. There's only a couple dozen remaining now of Sarah's glass mat. If you call and ask for it, you'll be able to get it.
Do you know, and I wouldn't just say it's just for when you're gluing or anything like that. Do you know, it's a great medium to be able to pick up ink and work from.
Right.
You know, so it's not only protective, it's also going to be all of your measuring taken care of in one. It's one of them things whereby, honestly, people who've got it, they always look back and say, my word, that literally made life so much easier.
Well, it's not a lot of money for what it is it?
No. And how many tools in your craft room do you say you use them every single day?
You will the glass
right?
mat.
So there's your glass mat. So can you see all of these starting to get pieced into one?
Yeah.
And then you're going to do the same, your little bits of your leaves. So you're going to drop little bits of glue into all of these, and each of these is literally going to pick out and just drop into place. It is a very, very relaxing craft. It's very different. It's die cutting, but it's kind of a different take and embellishment on die cutting. So, can you see? I mean, this is really not a craft for me, Adam, because you've got to have a lot more patience than what I've got,
so
right?
therapeutic.
But the one that I'd done before the show, I just think looks fabulous.
It's gorgeous.
And I'm saying to her, it's just this beautiful, very mindfulness feel about it, right? So that's one thing that I would be doing with it. It would be the absolute paper piecing. And this is what we had in mind when we developed it.
Okay.
Right. What about if you want to do something a little bit quicker?
Okay.
Right? Did promise you I'd show you lots of techniques.
And that was the floral, don't forget. There's the floral, flourish, or flutterby. Okay, so floral, flourish, or flutterby.
So when we're talking flutterby, here's your lovely big flutterby. I've got another sheet of that paper. Yep. So I'm just going to send it through in die cutting.
Okay.
Here is the one that I've already die cut and pulled all the pieces out.
Yep.
And I've got a sheet of vellum here. Okay. So I'm going to peel this off, and you know, it's so easy. I mean, you can actually just die cut this into like a, any of your cardstocks.
Right.
As long as it's a good quality cardstock, it's going to give you a lovely finish, right? So we're going to pop this down. You're going to, then you can cut around the outside if you want. I've got a one here that I've done all of the cutting around there. Yeah. But then what you're going to do is you're going to take some of your pens, and we're going to do a little bit of colouring. And so now you can go into each of those little pieces and just colour in. And now, again, it's so relaxing. I've never found die cuts that did this before, because actually a lot of die cutting is about cutting something out to stick it on front of your card. I've never seen dies that have been developed like this to cut something out to then do some colouring or something like that into this, either colouring or paper piecing. It's just a little bit unique and a little bit different.
Guys, I do want to remind you the fairy collection that we just did. We might be able to give you the item number as we wrap up the show in a couple minutes. We're down to about 150 of those, so that's nearly gone. It's been a busy hour, and we're grateful that you joined us. This is the Crafter's Companion Gemini Engraving Dies, launched today. Remember, if you're shopping a lot and you love watching Sarah, feel free to get things home and inspect them yourself. See what you love. You always have that extended return policy through the end of January if you don't love it. With this, though, you're going to fall head over heels.
Well, it's because it's different. It's different, unique, and do you know what I love? It's easy to do.
Yes.
So I'm going to run you through the different options again, okay? In that, but the one I'm using is the beautiful butterfly, right? And I'm just doing that little bit of colouring behind. So whether you're colouring, whether you're doing it onto the pearlescent cardstock that we just had on there, Adam, perhaps you're doing it and then colouring onto a regular cardstock behind, they're going to look lovely. The butterfly comes in with that bird. The bird is the one that is absolutely crying out to be paper pieced. Absolutely crying out to be. Or this one here, I love this card. This is the one where we've done a little bit of sparkle pen behind, then stuck the black over the top of it, right? Just brings it to life. Now, bird comes with the butterflies, right? Then you get that Ditsy bloom. So on the one that we said looked like a little bit like a cherry blossom. And the Ditsy bloom comes in with the rose. So it's the rose that I was using, but that Ditsy bloom, again, coloured in onto the vellum this time with your sparkle pens, looks incredible. Then you've got the last set over there. I love that heart. For Valentine's Day cards, Adam, that is what I would be doing, that beautiful heart that you've got.
You can see it right there, folks. Last call across the board with all three of them, folks. $22.95 for FlexPay. So you always love to be innovative and bring new things.